There's so much noise online right now about using bots.
Something far more efficient had been running the whole time.
I understand the frustration when you are a collector trying to get boxes to actually rip them and you are getting beaten every single time. But here's the truth that nobody's willing to say out loud. Bots are not the problem here, demand is. There are millions of Pokemon collectors across the world all chasing this one constrained Pokemon supply. And so what do people do when the odds are stacked against them? They go out there and they put the odds in their favor. And that is exactly what this video is about. It is not about buying bulk to flip. It is about being able to buy Pokemon without having to pay retail prices. Before we get into anything practical, I want to clear something up because this is what stops a lot of collectors even considering using Pokemon bots. A bot does not mean bulk buys. You are in complete control of how many boxes of Pokemon your bot goes to buy. So one of the greatest ways to think about this is like Excel. An Excel spreadsheet can have thousands and thousands of rows, and bots are exactly like that. You set how many boxes of Pokemon your bot will buy, and the bot just gives you a fighting chance at actually getting them. So what does a bot actually do? All a bot does is just monitor websites and attempts to buy the products when they are available to buy. And when I say monitor, it just means that it's monitoring for a product to be available. The difference between you and a bot, the bot can be doing this kind of stuff all day. You can't be sat there on a Pokemon website refreshing all day waiting for the perfect moment for a product to come back in stock. The thing as well that the bot can do that you can't is you are just one person. The bot can do 10 purchase flows at the same time. It's like having 10 friends all out there just sat at your computer all trying to buy Pokemon for you for retail. That's it, it's not magic, it is just speed and I guess multitasking all in one. For collectors, there is only one real bot that I would point to, and that is Stellar AIO. It covers Pokemon Center in the UK and in the US. It covers Amazon, Costco, Sam's Club, Best Buy. It covers websites in the UK like Very and John Lewis and Asda and Curry. The best thing about Stellar AIO is it's probably one of the most reasonably priced bots out there. For your first 3 months, it costs $299. Stellar performs consistently, and now you might have heard of other bots like Refract. It originally started out at around $350 for your first 3 months, but now it is $2,000 for your first 3 months. And one thing to note is Stellar AIO isn't the best on Target and Walmart, whereas a bot like Refract is really good on both Target and both Walmart. And if you're in the USA, you know these are the 2 biggest Pokemon retailers in all of America. So it's worth keeping that in mind, but it is much more expensive than Stellar AIO. What do you need to run it? So to run your bot, there's a couple of things that you need to do. The first one is proxies. This gives you different IP addresses, so your bot can actually run 10 tasks at a time. There's 2 different types of proxies. You're probably gonna need like 10 or 15 ISPs if you're a collector. You're probably gonna need a few gigabytes of Resi data as well, but I have made a full video breaking down proxies. So the first thing you're gonna need is proxies. That is a requirement. That's like petrol for your bot. The second thing you need is profiles, and profiles are just your checkout information. So you need to add some profiles to your bot of like your home address, your card, all of that type of stuff, so the Pokemon can actually be purchased with your card and also shipped to your house. The final thing you need to actually run your bot is you just need a little bit of like initial setup, which is like setting up a Discord server, setting up a couple of different settings and stuff like that, but it is all very simple stuff. And that is it. That is all you need to run your bot. It is super duper simple. How do you actually run the bot? Now you need to create something that we call task. Think about one task like one friend, like I mentioned before. So there's me sat here, I am one task right now. We'll go on there, we'll create one task. Let's say we're creating it for Pokemon Center. We configure the settings. We tell me as a task what box of Pokemon that I want to buy, how often I should refresh the page, and all different things like that. And that will allow us to get one box of Pokemon. And the next thing we want to do is we want to create 2 other tasks, and that gives me a couple of friends who are also going to be on the website at the same time as me trying to buy Pokemon, and that is a task. And when it comes to creating tasks, let's say we have 4 profiles. We want to have 4 tasks, 1 task for each profile. That'll allow us to get 4 orders on the same website. What you can also do is have more tasks per profile. So technically we could have 12 tasks, but only 4 profiles, and that will give us the chance of having all of our friends all trying to try for us all at the same time, and if one of our friends checks out, the other tasks with the same profile aren't going to check out together, and this can increase your odds, so having more tasks increases your chances. Section 6, knowing what is dropping and knowing when it is dropping. And this point trips a hell of a lot of people up. Did you know beforehand when the last time Target or Walmart or Best Buy or Pokémon Center was dropping? Was you prepared? Did you know that it's very likely that this was going to happen today and these products were going to restock today? And if you didn't know that, the people who are botting all already knew this beforehand. There are people out there who are way ahead of you. There's people out there who know exactly what is dropping, when it's dropping, what time roughly, what products are going to be dropping. And to be a successful botter is you need to know this information. You was driving home while the Pokemon Center queue went live, so you couldn't get in the queue because you didn't know it was going to drop that day. They are no doubt going to beat you every single day of the week. They're going to get Pokemon and you are not. So knowing this information is really important, and it is crucial that you do this when you are using this automated checkout software. Having a bot doesn't guarantee you to get Pokemon. You have to know how to use the bot. You have to know when things are dropping, so your bot is already running, it's already waiting to hit the site at the perfect moment. There are many ways you can get this information. One of them is part of our Botting Mentorship, where we give you the bot, we give you the guidance, give you the tutorials on how to set everything up, give you the right proxies, all of that stuff, so you can hit the ground running and you can get your couple of boxes of Pokemon on every single release. There's a link below this video to that, so you can find out more, learn more, but you can also get this information from groups out there as well. Botting is not just for scalpers. It is simply just a tool, and like any tool, it depends how you are using it. If you are a collector who just wants a first shot at securing the Pokemon that you actually want without having to pay double on the resale market, then this video was for you, and I urge you to check out our Botting Mentorship. I urge you to consider leveling the playing field with other scalpers out there. There is so much more demand than available supply of Pokemon. These bots are going to go nowhere, so I really just urge you to use this software to level the playing field, to give yourself the same fighting chance that these other people have. Drop a comment, like, subscribe. Let me know if you have any ideas for videos. Let me know if you think there's things I should check out, discuss, all stuff like that. People, I will see you in the next one.